As a young kid, young teenager, just running the streets, I tried to make a name for myself. As I got older, things went left. I did some time, wound up in prison. That's when I knew life had got serious. Grew up most of my teenage years in the church. You know, here every Sunday we was going to church because my mom was into drugs and that was her daycare for Sundays. And then on Monday through Friday, I ran the streets. Life growing up was crazy. The way I viewed the world, it was pretty confusing. No good because there's a God. You know, I was getting educated on who God was. But then I was at home with this lady who abused me and my brothers. Still try to understand where the good was at times, because as a kid, you don't understand the difference between why you're going through the things that you're going through. How my mom would lock us up in the house, and she would lock the door from the inside, the house door. We lived on a 4-story building. My mom locked the door from the inside with no food, no nothing. And God forbid if we woke her up, because then we was gonna get our behinds whipped. I would just remember how hard it was for me being an older brother, trying to be happy for my other 2 siblings. Even though we were hungry and we was just stuck in this house and in this room. Yeah, it was a tough moment, but I remember as a kid just, you know, looking up to the sky and just talking. I wasn't really educated on what I was doing, was praying, but I knew something inside of me let me know that I was talking to something and something was hearing me. Here I am, I'm a 21-year-old kid from the Bronx, and I went from selling to using. And I became an addict, and I started using drugs. And it was during my use of drugs, I knew that I needed something bigger than whatever I was doing. Through the grace of God, I've been off of hard drugs for a very long time now. And that's when I know that it was him that brought me through that situation. I came to Massachusetts because, unfortunately, I'm actually going through a divorce. I can't hold you, it's been pretty hard to even try to trust God. I can't even hear the Holy Spirit talking to me because of how loud the rest of the world is, because of the negativity and because of what I'm actually going through, what I'm walking through and what I'm living in. It makes it so hard sometimes, and I don't know why I'm going through it, but I know that the only thing that I can do is trust God. I know that the first Sunday I got out here, I Googled churches in my area, and I seen pictures of Faith Church and the worship team. Everybody on the worship team kind of looked like me, so I felt like it was a great place to come to. And I remember when I got here, Pastor Doug was preaching about isolation. We were having a tailgate party, and I sat in the car for like 10 minutes, isolated, almost letting the enemy win. I walked down the road, go back to the car, sit in there for a couple more minutes, and then I walk back down the road. Then I hear Pastor Sam yelling out, "Another Yankee fan," because I had my Yankee hat on. And I think if he wouldn't have yelled that out, I would have ran back to the car and just went back home. And I was like, all right, I got singled out, and I was sucked in by love. I feel the shift change. I feel it when I pray. I'm excited when I read the word more, even though I'm going through what I'm going through. It's through the word where I do get the comfort. It's through the prayers that I do feel the comfort. I know something amazing is gonna happen. I never thought I would have been coming down here and getting baptized. Like, that's another thing that just blows my mind, because that's something that I've really been wanting for a long time. No matter what I'm going through, God is the one who's taking me through it, and he's helping me get by it. And there's a reason for it, whether it's build character. I was a product of my environment when it came to hurting people or getting hurt, or when it came to manipulating people or being manipulated. I was bad. Baptism to me would mean that if I went so hard on being bad, I gotta go so hard on being good. And now I get to be a better me in Jesus. I feel like it's almost like a second chance. I mean, I've gotten so many chances, but this is like a second chance. Like, okay, now I get to live again. Like for real this time. My name is Anthony, and I decided to follow Jesus.
Yeah! Woo!